Let's start this countdown. Number 10. The joy of manual driving. The very concept of operating a vehicle on your own, shifting gears, and engaging pedals is becoming obsolete. Autonomous vehicles are rapidly improving. Companies like Tesla are turning cars into smart extensions of your mobile phone. Your future automobile will perform updates while you sleep, just like your smartphone. Insurance corporations are already planning to impose higher rates on those who insist on keeping their hands on the wheel. The logic is straightforward: human failure versus software precision. Anyone opting for manual driving will soon have to pay a premium. Some market analysts suggest that by the year 2045, manual control could be outlawed on public thoroughfares. You will be compelled to take your classic stick-shift car to specialized racing tracks. It's the modern equivalent of taking horses to riding schools. Your descendants will never grasp the complexity of parallel parking. They will never feel the panic of stalling the engine at a green light amidst the chaos of honking horns behind them. Instead, they will simply dictate the destination to the car and relax.
Number 9. The tyranny of passwords. This is the heavy burden of your digital life. You carry around 100 secret codes. They must be unique, complex, and refreshed every few lunar cycles. But that era's ending. The replacement is your biological features. Your face, your fingerprints, your iris, and even your walking style will become your new access keys. Some financial institutions already verify your identity merely by your voice when you call them. Your mobile phone likely already uses your face or digit to unlock. Companies are developing systems that recognize you by the unique rhythm of your heartbeat. Your pulse is your biological signature, unforgettable and non-transferable. However, the switch to biometrics has a grim side. If your password is compromised, you change it. If your biometric data is stolen, you cannot just get a new face or fingers. Hackers have already demonstrated how to trick facial recognition with 3D printed masks. They managed to fool fingerprint scanners using molds made of gummy candies. Your security, ironically, can be vulnerable to jelly beans. The giant Microsoft asserts that most of its staff have already abandoned passwords. They utilize passkeys, a blend of biometrics with device authentication. In about a decade, memorizing a password will be as anachronistic as recalling a home phone number.
Number 8. The decline of shopping malls. In the 80s and 90s, shopping centers were the primary hangout spot. They were miniature metropolises for leisure, spending, and first dates. But these retail giants are disappearing rapidly. Maintaining a mall is ridiculously expensive. Consider the costs of climatizing a building the size of multiple football fields. Online shopping allows you to make the same purchases without leaving your sofa. Some of these dead spaces are being repurposed creatively. A shopping mall in Tennessee was converted into a church. Another, in Rhode Island, became a college campus. Some have even been transformed into massive Amazon fulfillment centers. It's as if the perpetrator moved into the house of the victim they murdered. Future generations will watch old films and fail to understand why people socialized inside air-conditioned buildings. They will never experience the art of window shopping in luxury stores with no intention to buy, nor the challenge of dodging aggressive perfume sample distributors.
Number 7. The end of charging cords and cables. Every gadget you currently own demands its own specific type of cable. Your phone, tablet, laptop, and even your electric toothbrush all have hungry mouths craving power. But wireless recharging is poised to make this wire clutter extinct. And I'm not talking just about the current induction chargers, which are primitive. Scientists are pursuing truly wireless charging. Imagine walking into a room and your phone automatically starts charging. No pads, no plugs, just pure power beamed through the air. Brands like Xiaomi have already showcased technology capable of charging a phone from across the room. It works like Wi-Fi, but instead of data, it transmits energy. The mountain of discarded cables is generating a serious e-waste problem. Millions of tons of plastic and metal end up in landfills. These cables endure for centuries. Your great-great-grandchildren will still be able to dig them up. There is concern that beaming so much power in the same space could affect medical devices. Roads that charge electric cars while driving are already being tested. Your vehicle would charge while in motion. Goodbye range anxiety, hello limitless energy. In a few decades, your grandchildren will see old cables in a museum and ask, "You had to physically plug in your phone to charge it?"
Number 6. Goodbye to paper receipts. That small piece of paper the attendant hands you is toxic. It is coated with chemicals like BPA or BPS, which disrupt hormones. Employees who handle receipts all day have higher levels of these substances. It's like a chemical bonus with every transaction. These receipts are virtually immortal. They cannot be recycled as they contaminate the batch. They also cannot be composted. They are plastic-coated thermal paper which refuses to break down. They sit in landfills like that relative who never leaves. We cut down about 10 million trees annually just for these strips. We destroy forests to create garbage that poisons workers. Large retail chains are migrating to digital receipts. Some countries have already banned paper. Soon, getting a printed receipt will be as archaic as using a check.
Number 5. The extinction of human cashiers. Currently, 40% of supermarkets use self-checkout machines. It is estimated that this rate will reach 95% by the end of the decade. Curiously, the incidence of petty theft increases at self-checkout. But companies accept the laws because it is financially more advantageous than maintaining salaried workers. A machine does not require health insurance, vacation, or breaks. It does not call in sick or ask for a salary increase. Studies show that lonely elderly customers use the visit to the cashier for brief social contact. Now, they interact with a monitor that repeats orders about the bagging area. Social exchange, even brief, has mental health benefits. We already see fast food chains replacing attendants with touchscreen kiosks. Banks guide customers to use ATMs instead of human tellers. Even at the cinema box office, you are encouraged to use the kiosk. The professional cashier scans 40 items per minute. The amateur customer only 15. Some stores implement AI to monitor your facial expressions. If the customer looks annoyed or confused, the sole remaining human employee is alerted. Not only do we lose human contact, but we are evaluated by robots that monitor our emotions.
Number 4. The burden of the physical wallet. The leather wallet is dying faster than my cell phone battery. Carrying a wallet is like keeping a museum in your pocket. Even the most traditional street vendor already accepts tap to pay. Physical cash is only used by your grandmother and the underworld. Your wallet is a time capsule of unnecessary items. Cards from defunct loyalty programs, gym cards from failed New Year's resolutions. Our mobile phones have absorbed all functions: camera, navigation, and now finance. And unlike the wallet, your phone doesn't get fat from accumulating receipts. In Sweden, the circulation of money is minimal. Only 13% of the population uses it. The country is so digital that even beggars accept donations via card readers. However, your leather wallet has one advantage. It cannot be hacked by public Wi-Fi. No one has ever had their identity stolen by dropping it in the street. Children today will not know what a wallet is. They will view it as an artifact, like a VHS tape or a sense of privacy, a historical piece that doesn't need recharging.
Number 3. USB memory devices. Pin drives, thumb drives were the survivors of technology, almost indestructible. You found them everywhere: drawers, washing machines, sofas. But these little digital warriors are finally heading for extinction. It used to be called the sneaker net because you used your feet to carry data from one PC to another. Cloud storage has made these sticks as useful as a chocolate teapot. Why carry a 64-gigabyte device when you access terabytes from anywhere? Pen drives had the magical power to vanish at the crucial moment, and everyone remembers that safely eject ritual that rarely worked. The fatal blow came with the super-fast, robust external SSDs. These new units are like pen drives on steroids, faster and with much more capacity. Most laptops no longer even have the old USB slot. It's all USB-C, making your collection obsolete, like a cassette library. The pen drive joins floppy disks and dial-up modems in the technology graveyard.
Number 2. Metal keys. The average citizen wastes over 2 days of their lives searching for lost keys. It's like watching an entire series just to find something that was in the other jacket. Keys are vanishing, replaced by advanced technology. Imagine arriving home with your hands full. The door recognizes your face and opens. New systems can detect stress or coercion. If someone points a gun, the system silently alerts the authorities. Car keys have also transformed. Tesla uses phone apps. When the Tesla app failed, hundreds of owners were locked out of their cars. Explain to your date that you can't leave because the car is updating its software. In Sudan, there are already people with microchips implanted in their hands. They use the chip to open doors, pay bills. They are converting humans into walking keys. But digital logs are vulnerable to hackers. Traditional keys are only hacked with 3D printers. Old keys don't need a battery. Your great-grandfather's key works today, but Windows 95 won't unlock your smart door.
Number 1. A starry firmament. About 80% of people in the US cannot see the Milky Way. It's like having a 4K TV but only watching in 240p. Scientists predict that by 2050, stars will be invisible to most. We are losing the night sky one lit lamp at a time. The excess of streetlights, billboards, and floodlights creates sky glow. It's like putting a giant lampshade over the city. The light reflects off the air, drowning out the stars. Wildlife becomes completely disoriented. Sea turtles who follow the moonlight crawl toward parking lots. Birds collide with buildings, unable to distinguish sky from reflection. Our bodies evolved with the light-dark cycle, but our cities never go dark. During the 1994 LA blackout, many called emergency. They saw a silver cloud. It was the Milky Way. They had never seen their own galaxy. We lose 10% of visible stars every year. If the pace continues, your grandchildren will only know the stars through videos,